Ladies and gentlemen, hope you can hear me and see me and do all the good things. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the brand new G923 stream. Now I know it does look a little bit similar to the other one, but I must say it does feel quite a lot different. And you can see it's got the little True Force logo over there. I'll be giving you guys a little in-depth detail as we go through. Just want to make sure everything's looking and sounding proper. It looks like everything is working as it should. Hopefully the audio is not too bad. But this is the brand new Logitech G923 Wheel, and I do believe I am the first person to stream with it in South Africa. So I'm quite privileged, and I'd like to thank the guys at Logitech for shipping one of these in for me. I don't think you can actually buy them yet here. They are still getting shipped over. They should be ready for the holiday season. And yeah, final pricing hasn't been announced, but it will definitely be more than the G920 or the G923. Also, at the moment, there's only 3 games on PC that support it. There's this, Assetto Corsa Competizione. There's Codemasters Grid, the 2019 version, and there is iRacing, which doesn't officially support it, but it's actually probably the best implementation that I've played so far. Niche Retail popping in with a hi there, Niche Retail. Stephen Roots saying a noise setup. Thank you very much, man. Yes, this is the command center. We've got everything that we need over here. We've got the button box, we've got the steering, the gearbox, we've got the pedals down here which you can't see. We got this, and I've actually got another keyboard over here to do all the button pushes for flight sims and racing games. But let's jump into a quick game. I will then give you guys like a sort of quick, this is how it feels, this is what the differences are kind of vibe, and then we can deep dive as you guys have more and more questions about the Logitech True Force G923. Oh, should we do Spa? We can also talk about Formula 1 if you guys want to, but man, what a poo race that was, ladies and gentlemen. What a poo race indeed. Why is this thing all messed up? Hold on. Right. Should be able to hear everything now. Hopefully the game's not too loud. It's looking a little bit noisy. Let's drop that down a little bit. Alright. Let's get going. If you guys do like the show, be sure to hit the like, follow, and share buttons. Every little bit helps. Let's jump into the racing seat here. Let's change this. Let's go aggressive setup. The one annoying thing is that all the buttons have changed slightly for moving around menus. From what's a Spa? Ooh, I don't even know how to drive at Spa. Bump stop range super low here. Alright. Let's go back, and let's drive, shall we? So, the big thing that you feel, I'm doing paddle shifts with this setup tonight, with the GT3 cars. If we play some Assetto Corsa lately, we can do normal gear changing, but these cars only support paddle shifting. Alright, so the first thing you feel with the G923 is that you can feel the engine vibrations through the wheel. So basically they've used very clever software and motor controller drivers, which are just very highly rated, high amperage microchips, to basically turn the 2 geared motors that are in this unit into a essentially what is known as a transducer, which is like a speaker that doesn't make any noise, it just makes vibration. So you get a lot of them in more high-end racing setups. A lot of people put transducers under their seats, and that then converts sound information, so the engine rumble, tires slipping, that kind of thing, into force information, which is basically what this is doing. How they're doing this with two motors that are also being used to drive the force feedback is actually super clever.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
I hate this pit lane so much. But let's kick it off, see how we do. So that is, you'll definitely feel, it feels completely different to the G29 or the G923. The other difference is the brake pedal. They've actually changed the brake pedal completely. Well, the spring setup in the brake pedal. The pedal, the unit themselves looks exactly the same, as you can see with my footsies.
Clear on the left.
And then what they've done, as I've almost wiped out there, is replace the spring. So how it used to be, there used to be a linear strength spring at the bottom of the brake pedal, and then like a rubber stopper, which, to be honest, I really kind of got used to. It was like the best brake setup I've had in my system. They've now changed it to a non-linear braking setup, so the brake starts off quite soft and then gets progressively harder, but there's no rubber stopper at the bottom. So when you hit the bottom, it's like a hard hit, where before it was kind of like the spongy feeling, which I actually really like, because it allowed me to progressively control the last 5% of brake travel. But this new setup feels different. I think I just need to get used to it, and I know a lot of guys online have actually said this new setup is much better than the old one. I just feel that the springs may be a little bit soft. Understeer. So you feel a lot more subtle vibrations through the steering wheel than you would feel normally. And when you turn off the effect, it's a bit like the racing seat. You get used to it after a while, and when you turn it off, you're like, oh, I've lost a ton of information all of a sudden. Okay, let's do a quick lap here. So it gives you a lot more like granular detail. The only problem is the game has to support it. So as I said, there's only 3 games on PC that support it, and 1 game on PlayStation support. On 4, not support. Apparently it will support PlayStation 5 as well. I've read a couple of reviews that's saying that. I haven't seen it anywhere on the box or anything that it is PlayStation 5 compatible, but that may just because the PlayStation 5 is not out yet. Down to Rouge. New Rouge. Actually, not the proper way to say it. The Camel Straight. Only boring things happen in today's Formula 1. Setup is quite horrible. Let's jump to the pits here. I think this car feels very loose. Let's try stiffen the anti-roll bar. Maybe drop this down a little bit. So 2 notches up there, 1 notch down. I just feel this car's a little bit spongy. Ugh, down the boring. Straight again we go. It's a real pity that no one races the GT4 cars currently in mixed setups. Never watched the race. I did see the qualifying results. No, Ferrari are absolutely useless this year, and they're probably going to be useless next year. There's something majorly wrong with their engine. Their cars are unbelievably much slower than everyone else's car. I don't understand why it says 80 and I'm stuck at 50 here. Seems a little bit broken. Pit stop, pit stop. I don't even know if I'm going to make it around in time, yeah. Let's hope we do. Oh, look behind button not work. I've set it about 6 times. It keeps braking. I should have gone the other way with the anti-roll bar. Chat not showing on stream. Oh, I need to fix it. Alright, I'll get it working. People have been messing with the chat setup.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
It's only showing the Twitter chat. I mean somebody's been messing with the settings. We'll do it after this qualifying lap. Fix it up. I can see your guys' chat though, so if you've got questions to ask, then let me know.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front. There's a slow car up ahead.
Alright, first proper flying lap, let's see. Oh, you really don't have to bother watching today's Formula 1 race. It was very boring. And also the F1 TV app was super broken the entire race, so I'd get like 3 minutes of smooth running. Then as someone is about to overtake somebody else, I would die. And I wouldn't be able to see anything. So all around, just poor race day. Hopefully we'll get some better racing here. Just asking a lot for a manic online racing thing. Ah, come on! Oh, so understeery on this setup. Monza setup would be less understeery than this. Check this, I can barely make it around here. to actually pull off a qualifying lap here. Oh, that car did not make it through there. It seems my alerts and everything are broken, so that's not good. Sorry if I'm missing your alerts, it seems like everything's a little bit broken. I have to fix it after this lap. I wonder if it was Dave messing about that's broken everything. Hello, the game room. How you doing, man?
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Ah, come on. Okay. Well, we're going to be starting in last place, but that's fine. Let's get out of here. Return to garage. Cool. Let's see if we can fix this chat setup here. Let's see what we can do here, ladies and gentlemen. If we can quickly fix this thing. And I'll be able to see what you guys are saying. So today I got my chat working for him. The game room, hope I'm winning. I'm winning at life, but in this race, not so much at the moment. Let's see here. Let's get the alert box up and running first. I can't reach. Come on. Come on. Delete that. Apply that. Open it up. Paste. Okay. If anyone wants to do a quick alert test, oh, yes, I can do it. There we go. Okay. So alerts are definitely working again. Now we need the chat working and then the events work. Oh, well, it seems like the follows are working. Just the chat seems broken. Chatty, chatty, chat. Where is the chat? Chat box. Copy. Let's see. Let me go here. Bloodfart saying they are a lady. Hello. We've been watching a little bit of Little Britain by any chance? His chat is working. I don't know why the Facebook chat's not working. It's probably because of Facebook's new stupid setup. That's all broken. Alright, let's see if that hopefully works. Let's see, we're going to have to change it to a Facebook mode. We're going to have to see if any of this works properly. Facebook pages, let's see, probably have to link that. Great. This seems very broken for some reason. What's going on here? Oh, this is very broken. Integrations. API settings. Shared account settings. There we go. Okay. Unlink Facebook. Okay. Let's merge the Facebook account. Let's wait. Should pop up. Oh, new Facebook is terrible there, guys. Alright. Hopefully. Chat box. Copy the chat box. Let's Let's put it in here. Ah, Lizard joining in. How are you doing, Lizard? Big things happening in the Lizard household this week. Hope you're surviving, bud. Don't know if you're ever going to get a chance to play some Flight Sim, but I hope you do. Okay, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. The chat box may be very broken. The events list also seems super broken, so I don't know what's going on here. Alright, let's quickly just get our fuel going because we're going to mess up this race. 30-minute race, so we need 62 laps of fuel, I guess. This is what happens when you don't prep. Alright, there we go. How's the new wheel? The new wheel is cool, man. I'm going to take you guys through it after this race. But yeah, as I was saying to those guys just joining, there we go. It seems like everything seems to be working again. Ah, that's good to hear, Lizard. Lizard's got a new member of the family. So a new member going to be called Gecko then, Lizard. I got all the dad jokes for you, man. Not that I have any kids, but all of my friends do. Alright, looks like the chat is working a little bit better. Oh, bad frame rates down here. Lordy. Alright.
Car on the left. Clear on the
Got
left.
a compromised setup. Let's just try and survive.
Car on the
Abort
left.
if we need to.
Clear on the left.
Oh,
Car on the left.
jeez.
Clear on the left.
Gonna get a penalty for that. Yeah, always do. Yo, my SA rating's terrible. What has happened? Ours have no awareness in this game, it seems. Good evening, Miss Brooks.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Slow car ahead.
So we're going to get into all the comparisons and everything after this race. I'm going to give you guys the full tour. But for now, I'm just going to give you guys a little breakdown of how it feels and what it does. So for those of you just joining, Logitech have done some very clever stuff with the motor controllers. There's just two motors in this wheel, and they control just your normal force feedback as you have in the G29 or G920. With the new software and the new motor controllers on the motherboard, Logitech's basically also turned the motors into acting like, what are they called, transducers, which is basically a speaker that doesn't make any noise but makes big vibrations.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh no,
Car
no,
on the
no!
right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, I kept that together, I don't know.
Car on the right.
I'm destroying my SA rating though, I can tell you that. So what the transducers do is they give fine vibrations. How they did it with two motors, I don't know. It's very clever because you can't usually do this with motors. The motor drivers will basically overheat and explode. So they're doing some very clever stuff.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. There's a slow car ahead.
Thanks, Lizard. What did your cam set up? Looks good. Cam is the Logitech Brio 4K. It's like the professional one. don't know if it has a specific name, but it's not the streamer cam, it's the higher end version. Thanks to our friends at Logitech, they're like, you guys need the best. So it is pretty much the best webcam you can buy on the market. The only step from here is going up to like a DSLR cam link setup to get a better picture. It's actually got the widescreen, which looks really nice, or like the fisheye lens, wide angle. Maybe not a fisheye. Oh, Neil. Come on. Maybe up to 16th. Very difficult to talk, review, and race at the same time. Yeah, unfortunately, webcams are crazy expensive at the moment because of the whole lockdown. So the market for webcams has gone through the roof. So I think once things calm down, you can expect quite a big price cut on webcams going forward. No, I'm not going to dismantle it, man. There's videos on the internet with guys dismantling it. But basically on the inside it almost looks identical to the G29. The motors are the same, the chassis is the same. The motherboard's very different though, and it can handle much more current and load.
Car on the left.
Oh, that guy actually saved me from a sneaky overtake. That worked pretty well.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Well, if you can't afford the Brio, or the Brio's a bit out of your budget, then look at the C920 or the C922. They're also really good cameras for the price. Alright, up to 14th place. My essay ranking has gone for a ball of chalk. So what actually makes it different? It's mainly the True Force technology, which gives a lot more subtle vibrations. So you can actually feel, like when you rev the engine, you can feel the engine revs through the steering wheel, which the G29 would never be able to do realistically.
Yellow flag.
And in iRacing's actually got probably the best implementation that I've played with so far, where it actually makes you feel like that you can feel the tires, subtle changes in the tires. Does it make you faster? Probably not, but it is definitely more immersive. It feels like you're in a grumbly sports car.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Up to 12th place, I think. Guys are losing their minds as usual on the chat, on the server. Can we get a top 10? We'll have to wait and see. Doing terribly on that last corner.
Flag. Be careful there.
Up to 11th place now. Why still no cheer, bro? Because I'm not affiliated on Twitch. I've never reached the Twitch affiliate requirement of average of 3 viewers at the same time, because Twitch is a scam. I've got almost 1,000 followers on Twitch, I think, but I can't get more than 3 of them to watch at once.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
So at least I'm not in breach of any Twitch affiliate rules, which anyone who multi-streams is basically in breach of. Not that I really care, Twitch makes enough money. I lose so much time up there. That doesn't seem fair.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Stronger on the brakes, that's for sure. Ugh.
Car on the
Around
left.
there. Ooh, good, very wide. Oh,
Clear on the left.
oh, we have to go 3 wide. This is silly.
Car Car on the right. Clear on the right.
This guy looks like he's in the mood for murder. Look at me not causing a giant accident. Hey man, if you guys can get like, you know, 5 people, what do you need? An average of 3 viewers over 30 days with a minimum of like 4 streams. Twitch is rubbish. Twitch viewers aren't rubbish, I love you guys, but like, there's no ways for people to find me on Twitch. Because I have no viewers and I'm not affiliated, it's just like, I'm sorry. And I'm not really in the mood to put in the 8 hours plus per day to build up that average viewer time. It's actually easier for me to do like a half an hour stream and get 3 buddies to just log on for half an hour. It'd be actually a lot easier to do it that way. Always watch on Facebook. Throw some Facebook stars. The nice thing about stars, it doesn't go like through PayPal, through this, through that. It basically ends up in our account every month, which is nice. Everybody just seems to cut there. Back down to 13th place.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Rowan Yaku, Jason, thank you everybody for the likes. Aiden van Niekerk with the 20 stars, thank you sir. Good evening Sunday stream, good evening to you sir. Always a hearty welcome with 20 stars. Thank you very much, much appreciated. Not that my racing's going that well.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Setup is way too understeering. I went the wrong way with the anti-roll bars. Made them stiffer, which makes the car handle worse, that's for sure. Setting up is not my strong point. The car's sliding around too much as well. But again, this is always the problem with this track. It's too long, so the race gets too spread out and kind of loses the action. Especially when I'm slower than these 2 guys in front of me. I'm doing 219s, I'm doing 220s. They're like way faster than me. No real reason for me to be so slow though, I'm just not being very good at the moment. No, this is the big boy Bentley. Probably should be in car view for this one.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh, we're going straight. Ah, counts as a track cut then, that's cool.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Oh, Neil. This is yellow flag. Hello. You're pointing the wrong way there, sir. I'm doing better than the Ferraris did in today's Formula 1, so I'll take that as like a win. All I have to do motors finish like above 13th or something. Setup is very wrong. Look at that understeer, man. Just losing time. Hand over foot. This is a 30-minute race as well, which is going to be a little bit boring. Definitely getting more used to the wheel, I mean the pedals here. Alright, I think we may jump out of this race because it's kind of going nowhere. And I'd rather show you guys a bit more of the wheel while we're here. So let's return to garage here. And let's jump out and find us a new race, shall we? So this is going to be a bit of a jumping around kind of stream, this. So, let's check out this wheel, shall we? So there it is. There's the brand new G923. Same body shell and wheel shape and everything as the G29. And similar to the G920. Alright. Let me show you guys what it looks with the brand new movable cam. So there's the wheel. As you can see, the layout of everything is pretty much exactly the same as what it was on the G29. What I do like is the jet black finish of everything. This is finished in black. The pedals are this like almost matte black finish, which is really nice. The old ones used to be silver, which is really cool. Got the new Logitech G logo. The other nice thing is they finally made this rotator switch actually work properly. Before, if you turned it once, it would do 2 notches. Where this one's a lot better. So yeah, that's how the new wheel looks, and it's pretty cool. So as I said before, there's 2 motors in here. There's one there and one there by these. I'm assuming these are heat vents or air vents. So there's 2 motors on each side. And they make it that it actually vibrates ever so slightly. Maybe I can actually show you. I don't think you'll be able to see it. But that's how that looks, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hook this back on here so it doesn't fall. And let's just go back to this camera. Gives you a nice little difference between the 2 cameras as well. This one's looking pretty sweet up here. Yeah, don't look at the cable management. I've got a plan for that. Do you want to see cable management? I'll show you. You want to see this nightmare of a bird's nest. Look at that. Look at that. That's how many freaking plugs I need to make a racing seat work. Ugh. It's nightmarish. That's a project for another day. Mautathi, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, let's jump into a different race, shall we? And then, what we can also maybe try and do is a little bit of... Should we do some Monza? Monza's always fun. Hungaroring, that's nice. A couple of interesting races tonight. Should we do some Monza? Monza's always the winner. So we may as well... Oh no. Where's that Monza? Let's do this one. An error occurred. Server's full. Boo! Probably waited too long. Yeah, this makes probably more noise than the G29 makes because the circuits, I mean the motors are always moving. The one thing you can maybe see from it though is that I wish this game would actually put me at the top of the list when I do this. It would be a lot easier to get where I need to go. Lots of spa today. I wish you could also just sort by... come on. Must be something good here. Hungaroring, Nürburgring, Mount Panorama. Go Mount Panorama, but we're probably going to die. Kyle Army, that's rare. Don't see Kyle Army too much. There's no one on that server. Why is there no good servers here? Should try this one. Oh. Will it put me at the top of the list? Of course it won't. This game is silly. 9 of 17 at Silverstone. Misano. Do Misano. We haven't done Misano for a while. Kailami would be nice, but there was no one on the circuit, so... let's see. Only 9 people on the server, but hopefully this will be a better setup than the last one. Let's do a nice light setup here. Bump stops are pretty good. That should be fine. Let's go for a spin, shall we? So I doubt you guys will be able to see this thing move. Let's see. My hands are shaking too much anyway. You see my finger moving? But there's a little vibration that you definitely do not get with the other setups. Alright, let's go. Slow. There's also a double clutch mode that I haven't figured out yet, which looks really, really cool. So you can set your launch speed on starts. Only silly thing is, like, this game and most other games it's called True Force don't have like a clutch start system, but like F1 2020 would be like perfect for it. I must still investigate, but basically you can program the clutch bind point and then just basically hit a button and it'll launch the car. Any Nordschleife? So unfortunately no game that supports this other than iRacing has the Nordschleife in it. And I've got iRacing, but I don't own the Nordschleife for it. And I'm not really in the mood for paying $200 for that track. There's normal Nürburgring in this game though, which is still one of my very, very favorite tracks. Why do these motors of the noise of the wheels make so much noise? So Logitechs are a gear-driven system. So there's 2 like mass rotating gears, and the motors obviously, like if it goes click click like forwards and backwards, then you know it's a gear smashing into another gear in the opposite direction, which are always going to make a noise. Belt-driven systems are a bit quieter. The only problem is that they experience slippage, where either the belt slips and misses a tooth or something like that. So belt-driven systems are very quiet, and direct drive systems are also very quiet, where your wheel is basically connected directly to the motor shaft. But a gear-driven system will always be the noisiest out of them. However, it generates a lot less heat than a belt-driven system, because obviously a belt running generates a lot of friction, which therefore generates heat. Where gears have a much bigger surface area to cool off, they don't generate as much heat. Hooray for science! Now this track's filling up nicely. Yeah, it's pretty normal. A direct drive wheel's pretty quiet, but they all make a fair bit of noise. What makes way more noise for me is my races. Because because that's giant motor drivers moving big pieces of metal around. Oh, thanks, Lizard. Yeah, I need to look at it. I know how to initialize it and stuff, but I'm scared if I do it on stream, I'm going to break something. It's pretty cool. All the lights flash.
This is me also, guys.
So at the moment, I think actually the game that does this True Force setup the best is iRacing. Even though it's not officially supported, it does do all the effects, and to me it does give the most realistic effects, where ACC I think actually does the worst effects out of all of them. It's basically just taking the engine noise, nothing else, where even Race Driver Grid, or just Grid, has options of what you can set. You can set it to pick up the skidding noise, or you can set it to pick up the engine noise, or like traction loss, which is really cool. And I think as developers figure this system out and hopefully let you customize it a bit more, like you can customize the force feedback in general, I think it can add a lot. Because the main thing I want, I don't really need the engine vibration feeling. To me, like, it's nice to have, but it's maybe a little bit overpowering. Whereas like if you could get traction loss, so I could feel through the wheel if I can get a sensation in the left or the right hand side of the wheels losing traction, then you could really use it to improve your lap time, improve your feel. But it is interesting when you go to a game that doesn't have it, then the wheel feels very well, not unresponsive, it just feels like there's so much less detail. The other thing you need to remember is, like, my wheel's connected to my base, which is connected to my pedals, so I can actually feel the vibration in the pedals as well, which does add a bit more immersion, definitely. But I think the biggest issue at the moment is it's just not enough games that support it, and the game that I want to play the most, this one, has probably got the worst implementation. Yeah, R-Factor, I'd love for R-Factor to get this, because R-Factor already has amazing force feedback compatibility. LED indicator is working, yeah, everything's working there. Grid, yeah, I've got Grid, maybe we can jump into Grid later. Grid I have this love-hate relationship with, because, like, it's a really cool game, but then you go to one stage and you hate it, because it's like too many different cars, and I don't know, but maybe we'll jump into a bit of Grid later. F1 2020 should be pretty awesome with it. I can't see that being too bad at all. 46 liters should be enough, hopefully. And yeah, iRacing is amazing. Just iRacing sucks on a stream, because it's like half an hour between every race. So you guys just watching me basically crash, and then it's the same race over and over and over again. Yeah. So R-Factor, I think, definitely has. This game has got amazing force feedback. I just think this True Force implementation for it is not... They could have done it better. Where something like iRacing really does it well. Grid, unfortunately, has really terrible force feedback out the box. But then the True Force makes it a lot better. But then you have to play the game. And also it doesn't work my seat for some reason.
Going double file.
Jason, thank you very much for popping in, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have some information about the G923. I think, Lizard, do you know when these things are going to be purchasable in South Africa? I do believe you told me like around December if we play our cards right.
Green light, go, go, go. Car on the left. Clear. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Death.
Car on the right. Clear on the
Death.
right.
Lots of death. Got a penalty again. Very much bumper cars today. Alright. So Lizard with the inside scoop there saying hopefully October, November. So definitely look out for them on your Christmas list. And don't worry, they are still making the G29 and the G920. So there are still wheels available and coming through. And I know like wheels are becoming rare commodities these days because of the lockdown and because of the popularity of sim racing thanks to the lockdown. So there are some good things that have come out of this whole epidemic. Darby Stainford, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, so we're going to have lots. There's going to be a flood of G920s and G29s coming in the end of the year. So if you guys are looking for some Christmas goodies, take a look at a racing wheel. And the nice thing about a racing wheel, it lasts for ages, especially if you're on PC. If you buy a G29, you will be playing with it for the next 8 to 10 years.
Car on the left.
And if you like any kind of sim racing, or any kind of racing in general, the wheel makes it a whole bunch better. In the wrong gear, ladies and gentlemen.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
See, now that time.
Car on the left. 3 wide.
Oh, dude, come on.
All clear. Clear on the left.
Yeah.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Wasn't a lot of chaos lately. My driver rating has gone to hell. Car's still in one piece there.
Well done, mate. That's the best.
Much better when you're in the right gear. Numbers in the top right. So CP is your competition points racing. You can only earn those by competing on competition servers where they have one race. I think it's a day. They change the races every day.
Car
They
on the
have
left.
fixed qualifying. They're like the most serious. They're basically ranked races.
Clear on the left.
So that is your ranking rating. It starts dropping after a while. So I've only done one race in the current season. That's why I'm only at 32. Also, that race went really badly. Actually got a decent number of points for it, surprisingly. Then we got RC, which
Well done, mate. That's the
is
fastest lap.
racecraft. Not really sure how you build that up, but that one stays pretty constant. It's basically you drive, and the more you drive, the higher your racecraft number goes. Not sure how it compares to like other rankings. SA is the most important one. SA is your safety rating. That you can only gain SA by driving in close proximity to other cars and not crashing. The nice thing is you can do it offline against AI, so you can actually build up your SA rating in a single player. Then you lose SA by
car on the left. Clear on the left.
You lose SA by crashing into me. Hence why my SA was 88 yesterday and 85 today.
Clear on the right.
Then PC is your pace control, which is probably the hardest one to get good. That's basically drive at a consistent speed and don't basically never spin your tires or never slide, which is very difficult to perform. Why are you touching me there, bro?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
See there, my SA just went down. No, it just went up, so it'll probably go down overall. Everyone's fostering me tonight. I haven't had a decent race in a long time. And then, so we've got PC. CC is car control. So it's how often or not you crash. And that's like crashes and spin. Do what this guy's doing.
Clear on the left.
That kind of stuff. CN is...
Clear on the left.
CN. Dude. That's the annoying thing. Like, if a guy crashes into you, you lose safety rating. If you crash into them, you also lose. Like, everyone loses all the time. So if you're surrounded by idiots, your safety rating is going to go down. That guy had no reason to crash into the back of me, yet he did. I'll take that warning. Trying to catch up to these guys in front here. And then TR is track rating. So there's a 3-star rating on every track you've got to do. To get a full 3 stars, you have to do 4 clean laps at a consistent pace around every track in the game. Because some multiplayer lobbies won't let you join if your track rating, if you don't have the 3 stars for the track. So mine at 99 means I've got all the stars from all the tracks. You can't get 100, as far as I know. Actually, pretty close to the top 3 here, surprisingly. Somehow, with all the drama. Still in sight of a podium. I think the first place and the second place guys have ran away. If we can catch up to the tail of these guys, we may be in a good place. Lost the car a little bit there. Dead. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So we could get up to second place here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 15 minutes to go. And we're in a Bentley, which means we can just drive over the curves like they're not there, which is nice. Let's do something silly and that goes gone the wrong way, and that goes also gone the wrong way. Alright, on to fourth. Bad for starting in 10th. Number 1 is 25 seconds ahead of everybody else. I think everybody's been fighting so long, just let number 1 guy run away. Lots of understeer, man. I don't know what's going on. Car's just not turning in nicely. One thing I do actually have to check, I may have my input levels incorrect, so I might not actually be turning as much as I'm supposed to be with this car. Which is something I kind of forgot to do here. I've been setting up the wheel yesterday, or not yesterday, Friday. That would explain some of the understeer perhaps. I don't think so. I think it's set up 1-2-1, but I'll check at the end of the race. A much better race than that last race. That's always a problem with Spa. It doesn't create fun, exciting races with small fields like that. Spa, you need like 30 to 36 cars on track for it to be a great race.
Halfway through, keep it up.
Only halfway through the race. Got a chance of a podium, which will be nice. I think we may be catching old Porsche here. Succeeded a 37. I do believe that's faster. Super Tubit with a like. Dongster with a raid of 14 people. What? I haven't had a raid in years. Welcome, 14 people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for raiding in here. Stevie Wonder mode, what's happening, guys? Very kind of you guys to jump in here and check out me sort of doing okay. I'm not doing terribly. Yeah, I've lost a ton of time to that guy in front now. The rage just overexcited me, man. Welcome, everybody. Passing on the AC love, thank you very much, Dongster. Hope your racing has gone more smoothly than mine has. Chasing down a podium finish here, but who knows if we're going to make it. 10 stars from Raul. Thank you very much, Raul. Oh, that's not where the track is. Come on, we can catch this green car.
Losing pressure on the right rear.
No, I don't need to lose pressure on the right rear. Alright, thank you very much for hopping in, Dongster. Much appreciated. I'll give you a follow back after the stream. Thank you, Gurumi. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you, Dongster, as well, man. Very much appreciated. I was in the wrong gear at that corner. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it's not working on your end there, Red Dog 865. I'm also streaming live to Facebook. If you search for the word super, the number 2, and then BIT, you can check me out there. Or even on YouTube if you like. I don't know what Stevie Wonder Mode means. I don't understand Twitch well enough.
Yellow flag is sector 1. Yellow flag, be careful.
Anybody explain to me what Stevie Wonder Mode is in Twitch language? I'm up to 3rd somehow. Somebody messed up and crashed. I think that first place guy, he must have bailed out because it was just too easy for him. That's Porsche Bentley. Should have been able to get a 2nd place here. Ah, thank you. Raul at SuperTubit. You can check it out on the chat on the right hand side. Does it give you an error or does it just show a black screen? But you can hear my voice, which is really weird. Because I know there's other guys who are watching on Twitch and it seems fine, so I don't understand how Twitch works. So if you search super, the number 2, and then BIT on Facebook or YouTube, you can jump on in and say what's up. You can't see either. Steven Ritz confusing me. As long as you guys can see. But I don't know if it's like just him saying that or if it's actually a Twitch error that says Stevie Wonder Mode. Because I know Twitch and Discord like to have their cute error modes and words and stuff. I'm not hip to the Twitch nomenclature. Oh, you made it up. Okay. Red Dog, do you have Facebook? You must have YouTube. Everybody's got YouTube. FB is solid as always, said Raul. Indeed it is. Hope you've thrown some shares there, Raul. Wow, man, I think that's my first Twitch raid in like 2 years. Twitch raids are rare. Alright, I get it now. I understand that Stevie Wonder is blind. I'm a hardcore sim guy, I don't understand parody. Turn. Sunny Boy and Glovu, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome.
Got some line damage on the front of the car.
Oh dear. Well, what happened there? Well, I guess we're not catching that guy. Keeping this weird oversteer issue. Let's check my steering sensitivity with this wheel. And maybe what's causing it. I don't think so. Grant Williams with a follow. Thank you very much, Grant Williams. Hopefully my car's not too broken that I can hold on for a podium. Definitely not one of my best performances. Got about 4 laps left. About 6.2 seconds. Doesn't feel too bad.
Pressureless in the right front.
Oh, come on. To change the amount of time you lose pressure in your wheel. So it's much more. Kagadi Roberts, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for the follow. That's not my track. Come on, Neil, focus up here. Bring home that podium. No, I haven't played Project Cars 3, but from what I can see, everyone says it's worse than Project Cars 2. And I am not a fan of Project Cars 2, so unless I get it for free from somebody, I'm not going to be playing any Project Cars 3. Even though I don't mind an arcadey racer. Like, I love Need for Speed games. And I quite enjoy Dirt and Grid and what's that one from Ubisoft? What about the other day? Or I should really play it again. What's that game from Ubisoft where you drive across the country with the Crew 2? That game's pretty sweet. I should play that again. Alright, 4.7 seconds, 2 laps to go.
Car in front in sector 2.
Can we hold on to our podium position with our broken car? Hopefully the answer is yes. Crew 2, thank you, Grant. That game's cool, except it's a bit annoying that it only works for some of the seat functions. Only the cars work with a seat, which makes no sense, because why doesn't the plane and the boat section work with a seat? There's no telemetry information for those two. Horrible corner. This guy is catching me hand over fist, which is not good. Yeah, but from what I've seen of Project Cars 3, all they really had to do was take the elements of Project Cars 2 that weren't good, like the dumb handling of most of the cars, polish up the graphics a little bit, and you know, add a couple new cars, maybe a bit more of a detailed career mode, even though the career mode in Project Cars 2 is never its worst feature. And then you'd have an amazing game. Like, I think Automobilista 2 is actually getting closer to what I want from a Project Cars 3 than Project Cars 3 is. The only problem is it doesn't really have the manufacturer backing, and it has 0 career mode. I know they've put in like a championship mode, but it's very bare bones. And like Project Cars 2 had the good multiplayer community, had a lot of good stuff in it. I just hated the handling model of it. Had the best VR implementation that I've played with. Can we hold it together for the last few corners here? Or is this guy going to catch me and take away my podium finish? I think we should be okay. Bring it home in third place, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a bit of a sloppy race, but third was probably as good as we're going to do today. But lucky at the end there.
P3, we're on the podium. Excellent job.
Alright, what do I want to do? I want to check if my wheel is turning accurately or not. That's the view I need. Oh no, you see, that's 100% fine. That is 100%, which is cool. Alright, let's jump out of here. Let's have another race, shall we? That was quite fun. I enjoyed that quite a lot. So for those of you just joining, we are running the brand new Logitech G923 steering wheel with True Force, which adds a whole bunch of extra detail to the force feedback. So I think it's pretty sweet. I think if you'd have a G29 or a G920, probably going to be a bit too expensive to upgrade to it. Like, I don't think the changes are that much, because once you turn True Force off, it becomes a G29 essentially. So probably not worth it from that way. Alright, should we do a 30-minute Monza? May as well. Let's do a 30-minute Monza. And then we'll maybe jump into a little bit of the crew at the end. And I think that'll be it. I need to take my jersey off because it's getting warm now. Getting way too warm. Alright. Let's go set up. Aggressive. Fuel. We're gonna go super light fuel load. So I was experimenting yesterday with a little bit of like a higher bump stop range. I'm actually going for the 10 bump stop. And then I was also upping the ride height to 65 and 62. Now why I was doing this was, what I'm trying to do is make this car like cruise over bumps, so that it is more effective. Zolani Mamadi, thank you very much for the follow. Kagadi Robert Tautsawala, thank you very much for the follow as well. I'm sorry if I'm ruining everyone's names. I am trying my best. Alright, Monza. It's gonna be a nightmare. Qualify for 17 minutes. That's going to be a little bit insane. Let's see if we can find a quicker Monza. Sorry, I should know these things. Red Dog, cheers. Can you see me now, Red Dog? Or are you just saying goodbye? I'm going to say goodbye, bro. Goodbye, bro. Where is a decent Monza? Come on. Come on. Give me one good Monza. There we go. That's a bit of Monza. There we go. Alright. Let's see now. Do the same setup again. here. We go 65. We go 62. Sorry, man, Red Dog. I have no idea why you can't see it, man. I had that issue with my phone. I think I still have that issue on my phone. It's just like, can't see. And you see other guys. Thanks for popping in there, Red Dog. Really do appreciate it. How's this thing shaking so much? Feels terrible. Thanks, man. Alright. Monza time.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
So we've got the very high suspension setup. Why I like it. Not brilliant for qualifying. But I'll show you what you can do with it. That curve is probably still too high. Like this curve. Take it, no problem. Sloppy that one, but it's fine. Should be very aggressive on that curve. And then this curve up here. Really good at time. Missed the apex like I did like 3 times. But like there, in any other car, any other right iron, you'll die doing that. Trevor Gerber, how you doing, buddy, man? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing good, Trevor. Okay, we need a sub 150 time. Let's see how we roll here. You know, sub 150. Let's go. How you doing, Trevor? I'm doing very well, thank you. Fortunately, it's Sunday, so back to work tomorrow. But all good otherwise. So, yeah, I can basically just like drive wherever I want.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front. Yellow flag in sector 3. Slow car ahead.
My left. Should be fine. Not too bad. Can we get on the... Yes, we can. 149.2. Not too bad. The thing is, in race trim I can do 148s even without slipstream help, which I think is how a lot of these guys get the 147s. They get the big slipstream down the main straight and maybe another slipstream around here or up the hill. Yeah, that's better run up the hill now. Yeah, dude. Ferrari is not going to have a good Monza weekend, that's for sure. I don't know if you guys have seen, they're doing 2 races back-to-back at Bahrain. In the second race, they're doing the outer circle of Bahrain, which is basically just like 4 long straights with a couple of chicanes in between. So it's basically another Monza. They're estimating sub 1 minute lap times. Ooh, a 48.7, that's not too bad. That's pretty handy around here. 4th place,
Well,
do that.
that's the fastest lap.
Enough time for 1 more lap, I think that'd be good. I'm not looking forward to mosquitoes, Trevor. I was just thinking about that last night. I was like, I'm getting warm. When it's warm, that means mosquitoes come and munch me. But we're close to water over here, so they're going to be hungry. Mr. Raid Lizard. You did, man. Because you weren't here. They were all here to see you, dude.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Jimmy, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, estimate lap time 48 seconds. They're probably going to do like 90 laps of it, which will be something, that's for sure. I'm starting to get used to this brake pedal now, which is good. Well, I'm throwing down some good times, man. 148.4. That's going to be proper. Like that is a handy lap time right here with no slipstream assistance. Oh, that was wrong.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Wow, I wonder who's ahead of me here. I've received 100 messages on my stream. Thanks, Restream. That's quite rare, actually. Just for us to witness the horror. That's
Car
true.
on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright, let me get out of the way here. I'm just ruining people's laps. Did I buy the G923 or did I get it as a demo? I got it from the awesome guys at Logitech. So this is my G923. Let me show you guys. Check out this bad boy right here. So it looks very much the same. However, hopefully, let's jump to the movable cam. Let me show you guys how this thing's looking. So basically the same layout as the G29. And you can see my penguin socks there. Hello. But all in like jet black and matte black. Like I love these paddles. They're all black. Do you feel a difference? Yes, you definitely feel a difference. In games that support it. In games that don't support it, it will feel exactly the same as a G29. But in games that support it, it'll be pretty cool. As you can check there. Looks pretty sweet. And the best part is that this button actually works properly now. In all my 2 previous G29s, every time you move this once, it'll jump it'll jump 2 units. And now it actually jumps 1 unit, which is a lovely change. What platforms is it all compatible with? So it's compatible with the PlayStation 4 and the PC, this version. You do get an Xbox One version and also compatible with PC. And apparently, I've just read this, but I'm not 100% sure, it is also compatible with the PlayStation 5, this version. Like the security chip in this should be compatible with the PlayStation 5. I haven't seen it anywhere, it doesn't say so on the box. So it's just something I've read from some of the other reviews I've gone through. It's just another G29, says shiny Vulpy. That's what I was thinking myself, but it definitely isn't. If you actually have the games that support it, you'll feel it immediately. There's a difference. They are forward compatible, says Lizard, and he is one to know. So there you go, straight from the horse's mouth. Oh, this is a 45-minute race. What is going on? This is going to be deadly. 20 laps, 40, 80. Oh my goodness. 90, 100? 100 liters? Oh my word. This is going to be something. Alright, 40-minute race. Great. Are the pedals load cell? No. If the pedals were load cell, they would cost probably more than the entire setup. So they have changed the brake pedal setup, so now it does use a variable resistance spring. So it does feel a lot different from a G920 to a G29, which is something I'm still getting used to, but I do potentially see the benefits. But no, it's not a load cell setup. Load cells are very expensive. You can buy a load cell setup. You can buy a load cell setup that you can install quite easily, that I've looked into, and they're difficult to get in South Africa, but they are pretty cool. So Shiny's saying he's running a 6.5 Newton meter, so he's obviously running a bit of a higher end wheel than what this is. So the motors are the same as the G29. The circuitry is more powerful, so theoretically you could power more motor or more energy through the motors. But yeah, this is still aimed at like entry-level good steering wheel, which is what Logitech's always been doing. Oh, come on, Neil. Focus up, this is a long race.
Green line, give me all you got.
Alright, Jimmy, that'll be cool. Still waiting on the flight sim equipment. That's hopefully coming in October. That is going to be super sick. I'm so excited because I freaking I love that game. It is probably my game of the year so far.
Clear on the right.
So once I get the HOTAS set up, definitely going to be smashing some very chill flight simulator streams. Oh man, flight simulator is so cool. Been doing instrument flights lately. Been figuring out the old autopilot setup for the game. It's super fun. Alright, top 4 in our little bubble here, that's good. Got a big gap to the guys behind us. The problem is I have no idea how this car is going to handle after... Let me even say now with 100 liters of fuel. That was cool, didn't even get a track penalty there. Did unfortunately lose my slipstream though. My ping is horrible compared to everyone else's. The shipping of the part shouldn't be too much of a problem. The main problem is the load cell setup. I think is like almost 2,500 rand, $150. So it's not cheap. Might buy it for myself for Christmas though. I'm really interested to try a load cell setup, and I've heard the load cell setup for these pedals is actually really, really good. Yeah, I've got a couple of cool ideas for. Oh, I forgot. I have too much petrol on here.
Warning for exceeding truck limits.
Forgetting I've got 100 liters of fuel on board, which is possibly not even enough. It's going to be hell on my tires. Pulling out quite a big gap to the guy behind her. Okay. Let's brake a little bit better here. As we're supposed to. Problem is my ride height has dropped a whole bunch now because of all the extra fuel on board. It says 30 laps, which should be enough. Hondas are so quick around here.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And my braking distances. Why do I have a G29 if I can afford a motion rig? So, firstly, I had to build the motion rig myself because they are way too expensive. And secondly, and most importantly, I live in South Africa. So in South Africa, you can import a, Fanatec or a SimCube or something like that and spend all the big money. But if it breaks, you are basically screwed. There's no support locally for any of that stuff. Even Thrustmaster support is very sketchy in South Africa. So if the thing breaks, no replacements, you have to ship it overseas, you're without a wheel for 6 weeks, if you're lucky. But Logitech, they support it here, everybody sells them. There's a whole bunch of them. If it breaks, they'll basically just RMA it for you and probably send you a new one. If you need to buy a new one, they always have them in stock, just about always. And also, I'm sponsored by Logitech, so Logitech. And it's a good wheel. People keep mocking it, but I love my Logitech G29. I bought my original G29 6 years ago. Never had a single issue with it. And then got the Logitech sponsorship. It's been happy days ever since. Sibisisu, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, I was looking at buying a Fanatec, but it would cost almost 30,000 rand to get it. And they are not known for their reliability. Like they don't even, in general, ship them to South Africa. You go on their website and you try and order it, it'll say, sorry, but can't get it here. So, that's the reason why I got it. Unless, Shiny, you want to send me one, I'll check it out. Come on. Nah. If you got such a fancy wheel, then why don't you also buy a motion rig? It's probably the cost thing. Motion rig I can build, steering wheel I can't build, so. Logitech is the only logical solution. That's why I use Logitech.
There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out.
That is not good. Come on. I spent quite a bit of money, but it costs about half as much as what a board motion rig costs. But it's a lot cheaper than, you know, buying a race car. Come on, Neil. Drive properly. Losing ground here and driving worse and worse and worse. Depends on what you want out of your motion or out of your simulator driving as well. If you just want to do it super competitively and go faster, then sure, spend all your money on a super high-end wheel and high-end pedals and have the most static rig possible. You will be faster, but I'm not going for ultra fast times. I'm going for immersion. Like a motion rig with VR is really, really amazing. It doesn't make you any faster, but it's a hell of a lot more fun than just sitting in a static rig. That's the whole point of the motion rig. And also motion rig makes, theoretically, should make you be able to handle make the transition to a real life race car a lot better, because motion rig isn't jiggling you about as the movement. It's trying to simulate the G-forces, not the actual movement. That's why it moves in the opposite direction of the way you're turning. So that's why people do motion rigs. No, you gotta buy all sorts of fancy stuff. If you're interested in building your own motion rig, go check out the website X Simulator. Just X and then simulator.net. Join up with their forum and you can check out how everybody built their stuff. Pictures, you can even find my motion rig build in there. Would you recommend my wheel for F1 2020? Well, that doesn't support True Force yet, but my G29 is pretty sweet for F1 2020. I do recommend a wheel for F1 2020. I think it's one of the first versions of that game that is much better with the wheel. It's got much better handling than the last versions. Better. No, the guy behind me is catching. No! No! I think I have too much fuel on board, honestly. I'm in 5th place. Just the old timing screen broken again. I remember being overtaken. This race would be much better with a mandatory pit stop. Lost out to this front group, unfortunately. Thing is because I'm so far from other drivers, not even getting my safety rating up, but during all of this time Stupa, thank you very much for the like. Welcome on, welcome. I don't know if I missed that earlier. Yeah, Mercedes is... seems to have lost its advantage a little bit. Bentley used to be easily the second fastest car on this track. Now, it's probably the fourth or the fifth fastest. We'll switch back to the Mercedes, I guess. Just like the Bentley more. Have I played Woodfighter? Yeah, I have. I don't own it. But I have played it a bit. Pretty fun game. Unfortunately, you have to live in South Africa to get it. And more in like the Four Ways area to really get it. You basically need to know what Billy the Bums is. Otherwise, a lot of the jokes don't make any sense. It's a cool game. I would like to really have found out how much, like, if it did pretty well. And there was a lot of interest at the beginning. They did a strong marketing push for it. Took a guy behind me. Dropped off a bit. I didn't help that I missed my gear change there. Really mess up that corner, it doesn't cost you that much. They are so quiet nowadays, talking about the developers, Billy the Buns. I think with Woodfighter, it was never designed to be like this big, like massive production in the South African sense. It actually came out of that other game that the artist was working on. And that game kind of fell apart. I don't remember what it was called. It was like a point-and-click adventure game. It had like really amazing artwork and voice acting, but they never finished it. Then left a whole bunch of the guys working on it in a lurch, so then I think they pivoted and made Woodfighter, which then got picked up by the media.
Yellow flag is
became a bit of a sensation. Unfortunately, I think its parody almost hurt itself, because I know a lot of people just thought it was a joke, didn't know you could actually buy the game. But maybe it did pretty well. Have they not released the PS4 version? I thought they would have done that already. Corner cut. Guess they'd have to do it eventually. Oh, no, it's a cool, it's a fun game. I don't think it has tons of replayability, but it's a fun game. So yeah, I don't know if they haven't released it on PlayStation 4 by now. I don't know if they will. It didn't come out end of last year, I think. Some backmarkers. I think we might. A bit of a boring race. This. Not much happening. Started fourth, stayed in fourth. Very unexciting. My tires are good actually. Tires in a very happy place at the moment. Starts creeping in with these guys in front, we can maybe start getting some advantages going. Maybe try and have a sip of water down the main straight. That would be bloody nice. Yes, look at that multitasking. Hey. miles away, I must say.
We're halfway through, not over yet.
It's not over until it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Or my car has a massive failure of some kind. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the long race. Yo, 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 yo. Overall, not a bad lap.
Gaining on the car ahead is 53.
Turbo car. Turning into a race of stamina. How's the week? Week was pretty good, dude. Not too bad at work. Had a really good weekend. The weather's getting nice other than being freezing cold today. So, you know, definitely not too bad all around. Horrible middle section there. Turn car. Way too much time in the middle sector. Overtake action up front. Mistakes are creeping in. car wants to murder me. These two guys to have a little ding-dong battle could work in my favor. Ferrari's fast enough to stick with that Mercedes. Hopefully.
There's a slow car ahead.
Is that the Ferrari? Honda? Who is that? That's Ferrari? What happened to him?
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Strong. Rears are going slightly. One way Paroa, thank you for the like and the follow. What? Bad lap. Up to third place. Belinda Marias, or Maries. Probably butchering that a little bit. Thank you for the follow.
Gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3. Well, the fastest lap so far.
Getting a little bit there. Cars in front are freaking flying now. Get into that slipstream, man, and have a good chance. Andrea, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There, Neil, you're doing well there. Aloncedo, thank you very much for the follow. Can't catch this guy now. Unless he makes a mistake. You know, these two guys ahead seem to be making any mistakes. The guy in front seems to just be pulling away. The Honda's so quick around here. Maybe give it a bash next week. Come on now.
There's a car exiting pit lane. Car on the right.
Oh,
Clear on the right. We've got some light damage on the front.
What an idiot. Oh. This oak. What an idiot. Well, that's a sucky end to a 45-minute race. Oh. This game keeps crashing. Don't know why. Close without sending. Well, on that miserable end, Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the Logitech G923. It's really awesome. I do hope that more games come and support it. I think that is one thing that definitely needs to happen. I'd love to see something like R Factor, F1 2020, Automobilista 2, hopefully a set of Corsa Original as well. All of those things need to support this thing because it's really, really cool technology. I really like it. I think it's a really, really good addition to it. We'll see how it performs in the market. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll be using this thing for the foreseeable future. I'm losing my ability to speak. But hopefully you guys will get to see it a bit more and have yourselves a lovely evening and a good rest of your week. I will be back tomorrow, probably playing maybe some of this, maybe something else. I don't know. Let's see how things go. But I hope you guys are keeping well. I hope you enjoyed the show. I will see all of you guys super soon. Have a fantastic evening and rest of your week, guys. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.